Is marriage to a man who earns less than you worth it?
Here we go. Oh, Hypergamy 101. Let's see what she has to say.
No, okay? Your quality of life is going to decrease. The status that you get from being married to a man who can't work harder than you is not going to be worth it.
Exactly. So women are pragmatic in their relationships and they will only marry up. And then they complain that they're not getting enough benefits in marriage. And then they want an equal relationship, right? So they marry up and then want an equal relationship, creating an inherently imbalanced relationship where they are favored. You see what I'm saying? This is the state of 2022 marriage. This is where we're at, guys.
Now from the top, make it drop.
Oh, this is like, so girls at her wedding, right? And she's dancing like a literal stripper. Like a lady of the night. At her wedding. In her wedding dress, which is supposed to symbolize purity, right? But it's literally the opposite. The girl is at her wedding so it can be like a rock concert for her. So she can like show off to all her friends and family that she's gotten married. But she is anything but pure. She's wasted away her youth. She's wasted, you know, the best parts of herself on other men. She literally is like, acts like a lady of the night. And then she's dressed in a white wedding dress. Like what has the world come to, guys? This is why the marriage rate is 6 out of 1,000, guys. Like, what is this?
What I look like when my husband met me.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
What I look like now.
Oh, no. And then, yeah, what she looks like now, she's gained like 50 pounds. So, again, these women, right? And I actually talked about this in a previous video, where they say it's your body, your choice, right? So if your boyfriend or husband or whatever met you and you looked a certain way, you don't owe it to them to keep looking that way. You can just look however you want. You can gain all the weight you want. You can change your appearance however you want. You can get all the tattoos you want. And the guy has no right to say anything about it. And, okay, the truth is that the woman does have autonomy over her own body. She can do whatever she wants, but the actions have consequences. If you want your man to love you and treat you properly, you can't be a land whale.
I am not paying.
What a mess.
I keep seeing videos on TikTok where people use that song, you know, can't make a housewife out of a hoe. And I'm like, oh, maybe you couldn't. Maybe you couldn't, but my man sure did, right?
Oh my God. My man sure did. Right? So a real man, he would try to make a housewife out of a girl who's slept around. Yeah. No. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with any of my points, leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. If you'd like me to comment on a video, compilation, blog post, Reddit post, whatever, send it to the heliosblog@gmail.com. Also, please let me know if you like the gameplay video in the background. This is the Metroid Fusion 100% tool-assisted speedrun. Once I've finished this recording here, I think I'll do another. I'll just do a bunch of speedruns in the background of these videos and see if you like it. It's to give you a little bit of visual, you know, something to look at when the video is paused. All right, let's continue.
He turned it all around in my life. Honest to God, I was single for years before I met him. And
Single for years means the following. Translation. I was sleeping around with every single child I could get my hands on. I was destroying myself by being with a bunch of random dudes. But my husband now, he's the good man. He's saving me from my bad decisions. What a great guy. Yeah, guys, be the guy that saves the girl after sleeping with 50 plus dudes, ruining her body and being overweight. Yeah, you totally deserve that version of her. If she was not there for you when she was at her best, she does not deserve you at your best.
I'm not settling down until I find Mr. Right. I am not. And until then, I will diddle every Mr. Right now that comes along. And
Yeah, I was having my best life. I was having a time.
I was living my best life, having a time. And now I'm cooking roasts. We're going to IKEA. I'm reupholstering furniture. And I'm not even using that as a euphemism. I literally buy fabric and reupholster chairs, guys. This is where I am in life. Why? Because I'm a woman in love. I'm a woman in love. That man was worth it. That's why I did it. And
I see. So, now that I am older and I can't have children anymore, now my priorities have changed. Now I'm a good woman. I've had my fun, but now it's time to settle down. You see? And guys, men want to have children. Men want to have families with women who are a good bet for paternity. If she is 35 plus with multiple cats, that is not the girl to choose. And I'll bet, guys, that the guy that this girl married, he is far below the chance she was sleeping with. And not only this, he's a guy without options. Because only a man without options would choose a girl like this. And in fact, I think a man without options would be better off having nothing than being with a girl like this. That's my personal opinion. I think this relationship is very likely to lead to divorce. Look up the statistics on N count versus divorce rates. I think if the N count, if I remember correctly, if the N count is 10 or higher, like 11 or something, the divorce rate is around 90%. And again, we have to remember the statistics that 80% of divorces are started by women. So she's saying that she's doing this because she's a woman in love. What happens when she's not in love anymore? And she won't be, because she's not the kind of girl that can last in a long-term relationship as told by her previous actions. So yeah, sure, you could be a good girl for a year, but can you be a good girl for 20 years? 30 years? Let's see.
And then when I started getting older, hit my 40s, people were saying, you probably shouldn't use black eyeliner anymore. It's a little harsh when you're older. And I'm like, listen, I gave up a lot of dick. I am not giving up my eyeliner. Let me have this.
Wow. I mean, there's so much that needs to be said that's like, okay. All right, the article. When women portray themselves as masculine. Many women today behave in a masculine manner and then wonder why they have trouble keeping a man. I'm going to explain what's wrong with women acting masculine and what men actually find attractive. This will help you women to understand why you're not seeing the results you want. Off we go. And I'll bet you guys, the girl in that last TikTok that we were watching, I will bet you dollars to donuts. I'll bet you that girl did not marry the guy that she actually wanted to marry. She settled in her eyes. The folly of womanism. The folly of womanism is that it's taught many women in the West that they should be behaving as men. They forgo marriage and instead should strive to develop their careers. The problem is that since men and women are different and have different biological imperatives, this teaching hurts women a lot. They've been brainwashed into believing that having children and marriage is unimportant until later, right? When it's bad, when they can barely have children anymore. Pop culture and womanism is largely responsible for female misery today. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. When women say that they're strong and independent and that they don't need a man, what they're being is solipsistic. Solipsism refers to women only seeing things from their own perspective and having trouble with empathy. Basically, women are attracted to men who are strong, independent, and men who don't need a woman. They then believe, due to solipsism, that men are attracted to the same thing, and that's false. Women also say that they're strong and independent when they're so masculine they have trouble attracting a man. They then try to turn their weakness into strength by saying they're strong and independent, a type of PR move. What modern women think men find attractive. Modern women believe that men find the following traits attractive: money, status, looks, nice possessions, great education, and high bedroom fun experience. Men only find one of the qualities on that list that I just said attractive, and that's looks. Due to the fat acceptance movement, however, many modern women believe that they're beautiful at any size. Thus, you get land whale women who believe they have a shot with attractive men. Obviously, this is false. Men find women with high bedroom fun experience repulsive. They believe women like this are highly likely to cheat, and they are. Men also instinctively know that a woman with a high number of bedroom fun partners will struggle with loyalty. Womanism has led women entirely down the wrong path. So here's what men actually find attractive. Men find the following traits highly attractive: physical fitness, which is size 4 to 6 dress size; femininity, cooking, cleaning, cooperation; submissiveness, deference, listening to instructions, knowing who's boss; and bedroom fun loyalty, low number of bedroom fun partners, maximum 6. Many modern women today are missing the very traits that they need to have due to the teachings of womanism. Modern cultures brainwash them into acting like men and denying their true nature. Women behave in line with their true feminine nature. When they do that, men find them highly attractive. Of course, their hypergamy needs to be restrained a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Women, if you're interested in attracting a man of high value, try embodying the traits listed above instead of what you're currently doing, and watch what happens. All right, back to this compilation here. When your wife says she spent $500 grocery shopping. Sorry, I have to mute the video so we don't get copyrighted. And the man is just like, what the? When you give up what you worked so hard for to get a lawyer to fight for your little girl. So again, this describes so many men in 2022, right? These girls, they get into marriages because it's a good security proposition for them. It's a business deal for them, right? So they get into these marriages, then they divorce, they go to take the they go to take the children, they go to take the house, they go to take half the finances, and then men have to give up what they worked so hard for. They have to sell their stuff in order to be able to pay for a lawyer to fight for custody of their children, you see? So men, this is why I can't in good conscience recommend that you get married, cohabitate, or have children in 2022. They can simply be used against you. They are liabilities, I'm afraid. So if you want those things, you can still have them. You just have to move out of the West, unfortunately. That's just the harsh reality. The harsh reality is, if you don't do this, it's very likely you're going to end up alone and miserable, with your girl having left you and taken the children, who she then turns against you. It's just the harsh reality of 2022. The modern world is not good to men, guys. Yeah, and he's like driving his boat away because he just sold it. That's it. That's how it goes, guys. All right. Yeah, and he just filmed the truck driving.
I do have custody. Our parenting plan states that I'm supposed to get them every other weekend, holidays, etc., etc. See, I haven't told a lot of people the shit's going on, but since it's all gonna come out, her new husband tells my kids and tells everyone they're not my kids, they're his. He repeats.
So the new husband is causing all kinds of drama and problems because the girl has brainwashed him, right? The wife into, no, these are our children, right? And again, it's horrible, right? And then the guy doesn't get to see the kids when the court has ordered, and the girl is causing all kinds of problems. Like, guys, this again is why I say you can't get married, you can't have children, you can't cohabitate in 2022. You just can't. It's going to cause you problems. And then here's a comment here. Do you have a court order and she's not letting you see them? Then file a motion for contempt. That's right. But imagine that you can't just see your children. You have to file a court order to see them. That's the state of 2022. That the state has to get involved in order for you to be able to see your own children. That's how favored the relationships are for women. Again, don't get married, don't cohabitate, don't have children in 2022. It is such a poor idea. You're going to destroy yourself. All right, let's do the fake Tinder profile. So again, guys, these are not real Tinder profiles. They're joke Tinder profiles. You can literally just Google search Tinder profile girl, and that's where I got these from. But a lot of these joke profiles, there are things in them that you can read into that will allow you, after analysis, to understand what's going on and to avoid these problems, okay? So that's why I'm analyzing these, okay? So this is Chelsea. She's 23. If you like celery and soup, I hope you like celery on your children's graves because you're weak, your bloodline's weak, and you'll never survive the winter. So what is the translation? The translation is, if you don't believe in what I believe in, if you don't do what I want you to do, then you are weak. The ad hominem attacks. You see? And many women in 2022 are like this. If you don't follow what they want you to do, if you don't do that, then they consider you weak. They consider you a terrible person. They consider you as an M word, right? So again, guys, this is not a joke. It's just a woman's attempted humor that actually makes men want to avoid her. Like if I see a profile like this, I'm thinking, okay, cool, friends with benefits only, because there is no way that there aren't some underlying issues there that will be a problem in the future for me. All right, next.
Ladies, you want to be in a happy relationship? There's only 4 things you need to do. 1, find a man who'll make you laugh. 2, find a man who's cultured and will explore this world with you.
Okay, so find a man who'll make you laugh. Total BS. That's not what women find attractive. They find men who are physically fit, winners, and highly socially connected with money. They find those men the most attractive. So find a man who'll make you laugh is just garbage. Like, it's useless advice. Find a man who's cultured and will explore the world with you. This is actually true, but the translation is find a man with money, right? Because when they say cultured, what they mean is a guy who's well-traveled, and a guy who's well-traveled can only be well-traveled by spending money. So find a man who's willing to spend money traveling with you is the translation. And that's true. That is what they want. But again, let's quote Kanye. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with a certain kind of guy. Okay, let's continue.
3, find a guy who's intellectual and ambitious. And
oh, look, another reference to making money. Intellectual and ambitious. By the way, you can see on her 4th finger on her left hand, she has no ring. And by her face, she is between the age of 25 and 32. Probably on the older end of that. So the wall is hitting. So her advice is, once you've had your fun, like me, then choose this type of man. That's the implication.
will support your ambitions. 4, of course, find a guy who's honest, trustworthy, and respectful.
Find a man who's honest, trustworthy, and respectful. Yeah, because these are the exact kinds of men that women choose. Guys, if you want to do an experiment, okay? Try going on a date with a girl you've met off Tinder, or any girl you've met that has agreed to a date. And try being honest, trustworthy, respectful, and see what happens. I will guarantee you, within 2 months, that relationship, which actually isn't a relationship, it's a, friends with benefits at that point, it will break. There will be no relationship, or you'll get friend zoned immediately and there will be no bedroom fun at all. The girl will string you along on date after date after date, never have bedroom fun with you. So this advice is terrible. And the girl searching for this kind of stuff, no. Like, again, this is the terrible advice that women give to other women, right? But even worse is that women tell men that that's what they want, and then they actively don't choose men like that. These are the sort of things that men were told growing up that ruin them if they don't know the truth. All right, let's continue.
But most importantly, more important than any of that, ladies.
By the way, notice how she's just doing attention-seeking stuff. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to get men in the comments to... It starts with an S and ends with a P. For her. She wants to get attention, validation from these guys in the comments. Okay, anyway, let's see what she has to say.
Is that you make sure that these 4 guys don't know each other.
Oh, ha. Ride the carousel the whole time. Ha, so funny. Amazing. Yeah, great advice. Look, do you see her attempted humor? You see how it's like terrible, falls flat, and just like... Guys, this is... Like, we're at the point in society where I'm not sure if life is comedy or tragedy. Right? Because, like, this is utterly ridiculous. That she believes that she can get away with saying this, right? Again, if a man made reference to sleeping with multiple girls, you should see what the comment is like. The comment section would be like on TikTok. But if a girl says it, it's totally fine. All right, let's continue. Haha. Okay, we're not going to touch this one. Let's see what this TikTok is here. One sec.
Dick for a stack. Sucking 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 dick for a stack.
Oh, I see. Okay, so these are like ladies of the night that are saying that you should do stuff for money. And you can see this girl here, she has like the dead eyes of a girl who's you know, alpha widowed, or you know, sold herself for money, etc. Like, again, this is what girls do, and then girls go on TikTok, see it, and some of them are actually influenced by this and actually start to do it. And then what? Then they ruin themselves and they ruin society by extension. If you're selling your body for money, you will never have a happy relationship with a guy for the rest of your life. Girls, you have to understand that. No man is going to take a girl seriously that's done this. And you know it too. Like, women are not stupid. They know that what they're doing is wrong and that it's bad. But they're just blatantly doing it anyway. All right. Here's our article. Fat phobia: 5 facts and a guide for the disbeliever. And look at the sign, it's amazing. Save the whales, lose the blubber, go vegetarian. That's an amazing ad. All right. Okay, originally posted on Huffington Post, but it's posted here too. When I talk about fat phobia, it's often viewed with confusion and disbelief. I mean, we laugh at fat jokes, discuss at length banning fat marriage, make comments about how fat people should exercise, or, you know. Okay. But fat phobia isn't real, right? First, a little bit about me. I'm an American who's lived on the coast and has spent time in Poland and in London. I've been familiar with fat phobia my whole life, as my mother is fat, my grandmother is fat, and I became fat during my teenage years due to a combination of medication and genetics. No. The reason you became fat is because you eat too much calories for your body size. I'm larger than average, which as of 2013 was about a size 14. I'm a size 24 US. Okay. Let me tell you guys. The size that women should be is size 4 to 6. 24. She's 4 times bigger than the limit. So she's way overweight. I eat about 1,800 calories a day, snack on nuts and rice cakes, have a green smoothie a day, work out twice a week, and I'm reasonably active. Okay, so here's the problem. You're eating 1,800 calories a day when you should be eating 1,200. You're probably very short. Short girl doesn't need 1,800 calories a day. That's an average size girl that needs 1,800 calories. But she's a short girl, for sure, because this is too many calories for her, which is why she's a size 24. And working out twice a week is not enough. It needs to be 4 times a week. So she needs to work out twice as much, and she needs to eat half as much. You see, or not half as much, 1/3 as much. Or, sorry, 2/3 of what she's currently eating. You see, the problem is calories in versus calories out. She's eating too many calories. I get at least 20 to 30 comments a week telling me that my fatness means I must be inactive. You are. Eat poorly. You do. And I'm unhealthy. You are. When someone wants to insult me, the first thing they turn to is my weight. Because that's what you are. If you're a land whale, people are going to make fun of you for it. Fix the problem. Eat 1,200 calories a day. Exercise twice as often. And you're fine. You'll see within literally 2 years, you'll be good. The contents of my grocery basket is analyzed by people I don't know when I go to the store, and I regularly receive diet advice I haven't asked for. I've had my... Okay. And then people comment on her weight. It's not just civilians. When I go to my general practitioner, they often tell me that while my heart is healthy, my cholesterol is perfect, and my risk for diabetes is low, any health complaint I have is due solely to being overweight. It is. I've never gotten treatment for severe back pain or my knee ligament injury. I've had people working at clothing stores ridicule my body. I've had police officers taunt me when trying to make a report as a victim of a crime. I've been threatened for being fat. Yeah, you have severe back pain and knee ligament injury because you're fat. America manages to champion terrible food while also hating fat people. It doesn't hate fat people, but it makes people fat, that's for sure. It's impossible to talk about obesity without also talking about poverty. Yeah, that's right. America loves processed food. It makes up 70% of our diet. Cool. Yup, she's just blaming stuff on high fructose corn syrup and additives. We're obsessed with weight, yet our cultural eating habits encourage eating junk and often. That's right. Schools don't want to provide healthy food options. I mean, again, like, she's... Okay, anything to deflect responsibility and accountability. What she says before is, I eat healthy. I work out regularly. No, you don't. No, you don't. For both of them. You don't do enough. You don't do intense enough. You're not doing enough. And because you're not doing enough, you are fat. Fix the problem. Okay. Yeah, okay. Despite the fact that there's more women over size 12 than not, clothing retailers refuse to cater to plus sizes. That's because you should lower your size to be under... Actually, you should be half of 12. You should be at 6. 4 to 6. Not 24. Oh my god, Kevin Samuels would rip this girl in half, guys. Rest in peace. Alright. I think we're going to end the video there because I literally cannot talk about this anymore. This person is just doing everything they can to deflect responsibility. Okay, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. If you'd like me to comment on stuff, you can send it to the heliosblog@gmail.com. Also, please let me know in the comments if you like the gameplay videos in the background. I will continue with those. I'll just put speedruns. So again, this is Metroid Fusion 100% 2 assisted speedrun. I'm just gonna keep putting speedruns back to back until I finish them. And then I'll do a new speedrun, and hopefully you enjoy that. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys, especially if you made it to the end of the video. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to watch my content. Again, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/Helios YouTube. Rumble, bit.ly/Helios Rumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/Helios Podcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/The Helios Blog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/Helios Donations and buy my books at bit.ly/Helios Books. Thank you so much for all of your support.